Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Hey, thanks everybody. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation Podcast Festival Edition. Today we are with Kenneth. He is with the Harvest Homecoming Festival. Kenneth, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much, Jake.
Hey, Ken, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little bit about your family and your career.
And been volunteering with the festival for about 18 years now. I've got a wonderful wife, 4 kids, and Purdue grad from '02. Have had a couple jobs here in this area and one out in North Carolina. So travel around the country a little bit and just love everything about life.
Very, very cool. All right, let's jump in. Let's jump into the Harvest Festival. Let's go with the basics right now, the when and the where.
Sure. Harvest Homecoming, this is our 55th annual celebration, and we are in Southern Indiana. Our first official event is the Queen Pageant, the scholarship competition, in August 12th at IUS, and then we jump into some hosted events in September. Then our official start and kickoff is with the Harvest Homecoming Parade on that first Saturday of October every year. And then we've got a pumpkin decorating the next day, and kids dog show the next day, and pumpkin chunking the next, and it just keeps rolling into 4 days of boost on that following Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
All right. So what's the favorite thing for you about this festival?
I like the atmosphere in the time of the first couple weeks where everybody in the community comes together, and you got people that love the boost, you got people that love the parade, you got people that love the kids events, and it's just such a fun, uplifting time of the year.
Yeah, that's talk about some of the benefits for your community. Talk about the impact that it has on your community.
Sure. We've got about 300 booth spaces, which comprises about 200 different organizations, most of which are local community, local nonprofits, local businesses, and they are providing everything in this booth space that you can imagine, from trinkets to memorabilia to local restaurants that have a little booth space that allow you to come in, and boutiques and shops and churches and the Knights of Columbus and the Rotary Club, and you just name it. It's everybody that comes together in the Southern Indiana area, and they all benefit from it. And some of the churches and the local youth groups and stuff get their entire year's fundraising done just in this one 4-day festival weekend, from all the things that they sell, whether it be soap or chicken and dumplings or roasted corn or you name it.
Yeah. All right. So let's give the 3 basic questions here. What does it look like? What does it smell like? And what does it sound like? Let's talk about, you've given a pretty good visual of what's going on. Talk about some of the foods that are there. People always want to drive for foods.
They do. And actually, we met last night with the vice presidents and the FCC group. We're going to come up with a new shirt this year that calls the 4 Ds of Harvest. And those are the 4 food groups that all start with Ds. So I can't give the secret out of that, but you can certainly get your special edition shirt for the 55th festival this year. Personally, I love the chicken and dumplings. I love the roasted corn. The pork chops are phenomenal. The Amish ice cream booth at the corner always sells out early Saturday night, and they pack up and leave a little early. I love the soaps and the smells. I tell you what, there's a corner right there by the souvenir booth where one of the soap companies she unloads about 500 bars of soap and candles. And that, I tell you, in about a 50-foot radius, it smells like heaven. It's amazing.
You just hang out there all day.
I tried. There's also on the other corner of them, there's a racetrack. Really amazing guy that built a little booth, the pull behind trailer with this race car track, and he's got, I think, 6 or 8 race cars you can race together. My family and I do that every year. It's always a lot of fun. As my kids are getting older, the 4 kids, the oldest is 15, and he's actually starting to be pretty good, and I may not beat him this year. So it's always exciting.
That's fantastic. All right. Couple of fun questions, because I am in live music and live entertainment. I like to ask these next 2 questions just to survey people. So I got to know, Kenneth, what is your all-time favorite concert you've ever been to?
I got the opportunity to go to the Garth Brooks concert probably I don't know, it feels like 30 years ago. It was probably 25 years ago when he came to Louisville and I was in high school. And that was probably my first concert. Right after that, about 3 weeks later, we went to a DC Talk concert. And those two are the most memorable of my highlights. I've been to a lot. My wife is a big country music fan, and she big George Strait. Her mom's a big Alan Jackson, and their other friend is a big Garth Brooks. So the three of them have been called the Hoosier Chicks, and they used to go to the Ohio and the Tennessee fan fests and things like that, and they would stay hours and days. And so we line dance a lot, and we got our kids line dancing, and so any kind of music is great. Any kind of concert's fun. We've been able to take the kids to a couple recently, and we actually in Jasper we've signed up our family and a couple other families on the football team, and we're going to the outdoor concert in Jasper here in August or September, and we already got tickets, and we did that last year. It was a lot of fun. Got to see Clay Walker and some of the old school country, and I forget who's the Aaron Tippin was last year too. Such a nice guy. We stood in line for autographs with him last year. Just a salt of the earth. And one of my kids is like a statistic mindset, and so he wrote down every song that Aaron Tippin sang that night and had him autograph his book. And Aaron goes, "Man, I've been to a lot of concerts, and I have never seen somebody come to me with my own playlist and ask me to sign it."
There you go. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, Kenneth, we got to run. Who and where do they find out more information about the Harvest Festival?
Yes, harvesthomecoming.com is the best place to go. I've got all the events updated. We actually have a live concert on Saturday night, and then we've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've got a Harvest Homecoming stage where we bring in all kinds of local acts and circus people and gospel music and banjos and everything. So,
all right, perfect.
Looking forward to it.
Guys, check them out. Thanks for being on with us, Kenneth. I appreciate it.
Jake, thanks so much. You rock. Keep it up.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road. Are you ready to go if you want to?